Hey, guys. Good morning. Hello, hello. How are you?
Hello. So we have to also wait for Cherik. Aaron is a little bit busy. Can you guys please mention Cherik to have him the meeting? Okay, let's start. Guys, intentions, distractions, and also updates if you can provide. I start with myself. Uh, This is the dev call, Syncly synchronization, and Monique hosting the call. My intention for the call is that we review board, try to plan for the notification center and also the gift power. And I don't have any distractions, and we just have to see a kind of demo or plan for testing the front end. I appreciate if Alireza can tell me how much minutes do you want to present it. And this is my intention. I pass it on to Alireza.
Thank you, Monique. Hello, everyone. My intention for the call is to talk about testing, and it will take about, I think, 10 minutes. And yeah, I have no distractions, and I pass it to Ron.
Thank you, Alireza. I'm here to sync up with the team and plan for the next week, specifically for the notification center. And also, I'm interested in the testing and Alireza's lecture. I don't have any distractions right now. I pass it to Muhammad.
Thank you, Ramin. Hey, everyone. Uh, my update is that Mato had created an issue for Impact Graph for supporting Whirly network instead of Frobsten. I made the PR and it's ready for review. And I had a talk with Cherry to how we implement and web services in the notification center. And that's my update. My intention is to see what should we do in the next week. Also, I think we should do notification center and give power. But yeah, that's it. I have no distraction. I pass it to Matzo.
Thank you, Mohammed. Hey, guys. PM. Happy New Week. I'm not distracted, ready to plan this new week. For me, updates. Last Friday, we released the Gift Farm extension. We had some trouble that Sherry helped there to solve regarding the APR, and I think it was related with the Infura node or something like that. Yeah, we did that, and it's working with the new design, and it seems fine, except for that error that was already solved. And yeah, I'm interested also on that PR, Mohammed. The Goerli migration was already done for the Give economy, but the donation flow needs the impact graph to be with that, essentially for the token fetching. And the price matching, yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll pass it to Sharik.
Thank you, hello guys. Actually, I'm not distracted, but about the intention, I'm here to see how can I help. And about my updates, today I started the notification center, and fortunately, I can implement the function that converts the template to the HTML. So yeah, I don't know who's left. I pass it to Amin or Carlos. Carlos, yeah.
Go ahead, Kai.
Hello, guys. Happy to be here. I have no distractions. I will talk. Mohammed passed me some information that he talked with Cherry regarding the notification center, so I'll be adding some changes. I was having a small issue with the database, so I'll have a meeting with Mohammed after this sync to fix it. But yeah, the models are done, the schemas are done. I'm moving the segment part to the notification center. And once I fix the database issue, I'll finish the controllers, which that's pretty simple to finish. The part I'm missing, I just want to test with Swagger. And after that, I think we have like that first version to test. So yeah, I'll sync with Mohammed after this and try to get it done for for today. I'll pass it to who's missing. Back to
Me.
Amin. Back to Amin.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I and Churik did some tests, did some bug fix on the give economy part of the GiveSIO. Some that's what the Rush release. We can discuss it later with if we Mitch be available and other devs together, because I don't think that we have time for this. Yeah, that's it. We don't have time for this in this call. And my intention is to talk. Maybe if we have time for gift power and boosting, and then I and Mohammed work on the design a little bit, and that's it. I pass it to everyone has gone, right? Cherry, have you gone?
Yes,
Yeah,
Ahmed, would you please?
Ahmed, I pass it to you. Thank you.
You're welcome, man. We're happy to have you in this meeting. Okay, guys, we have, as you said, multiple agendas. So let's just start with the front testing, auto testing on the front end. I think, Alireza, you can have 15 up to 20 minutes, but it's up to you how we can manage it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Monique. So I will share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we.
But sorry, can you please zoom a little bit, because your screen is large and
Let's see if I can. Does Notion have zoom option? Doesn't
if
have.
if nobody else has problems, I'm okay.
No, it's good for me. It's not. I can
Sorry, I
relate at
couldn't
least.
find the
Yeah,
zoom option.
Command plus and Mac.
It doesn't work here.
No problem, man. Go ahead. It's good. It's not perfect, but it's good.
Okay. We need testing to be more confident when we launch new releases. And for example, when we change any part of app, it doesn't affect to other parts. We have some tools for testing, for unit and integration testing. We have Jest and testing library React. I will talk about them. And for end-to-end testing, we have Cypress and testing library Cypress. Let's start with these two. I think backend guys currently working with Jest. I'm not sure, but Jest is a testing framework. But if we only use Jest, we will have some problems. So we combine it with testing library React. It's a great tool. It has great APIs for for writing tests for React application. For example, just selecting a text with just Jest would be would be frustrating, but with testing library React, it provides lots of APIs to interact and test React application. For example, it can render our component, our pages, and we can easily select any part of the component or application that we want to test. We use these two for unit test and integration testing. And also, we have end-to-end testing. We have Cypress.
Hello?
Did we miss Alireza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shall we wait or?
ExpressVPN. Or VPN was it, sorry.
Here we go.
Sorry, guys, my internet connection is lost.
No problem.
Yeah.
Alireza, you'd better turn off your video to save the bandwidth.
Okay.
I did too.
Okay, I think, on a Cypress part that my connection is lost. Cypress is a great tool. It represents the behavior of the user. So it's great for end-to-end testing. It's kind of slower than Jest and React testing library, but it's a better option for end-to-end test, for writing end-to-end test with. So it's the Cypress site, and I can demo it for you. Where is my? Okay. For starting Cypress, I wrote a small test. It just clicks on the link to our project page and check whether the link is working properly or not. We run npx Cypress open to open it. It will pop up a page. We select end-to-end testing, and we select a start E2E using Chrome. First, let me show my test. It just like the user's behavior, we tell it to open our root route, and it's our home page. and we say, please find the component with the text C projects, which is here. Which is this button, and after that it clicks on it and check the URL that it include the projects, which means that we are on the projects route. So let's test it. It first visits the root directory, and after that it clicks on the link, and it's on the projects directory. And we can see that it can open the home page, and also the test is passed. Also, we have another way to test with Cypress, which doesn't have UI, and we can run it by the command Cypress. I think it was run, and it will run headlessly without Chrome, without showing Google Chrome, and you can see that it's running the test, and the test is passing in 5 seconds.
Wow.
So we can use it for, I think, CI in the future, and it it runs more fast. It runs faster.
Sorry, what was the difference between this command and the previous one?
The previous one opens the Google Chrome and opens the Cypress application.
Yeah, I mean the command. How was just you passed just the browser? What was the command of the previous and the command of this one?
Yes. The previous one was npx cypress open, and this one is
oh
npx
yeah,
cypress
is run.
with Chrome browser.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah. If we have other tests, it will show them here. It was our example test, which you can see it here. I should change it to, it can show projects route properly. And if we want to mess up with our test and make it incorrect, we can say to our link to, instead of going to the routes page, to the projects page, for example, go to, for example, donate page, or maybe, for example, I don't know, about us page. And if we run our test again, it should fail, because we changed the route by mistake to about us. It should fail now. Let's see.
I have a question. Consider we want to change the button, the C projects button in the home header. We want to change it to C donations, for example. How should I find the related test for that button? Because after changing the button, we should also change the related tests.
Sure. We can add data test ID here for our link, for example, to have C, for example, projects or something else. And we have different ways of selecting. For example, we can say that select our A tag with the text blah blah blah, or maybe from the tag with the test ID of C projects, or whatever we want. So we have different ways of selecting just one component. And also I installed a tool named Playground, we can select any component we want, and it will suggest us how we can select it using in our code for testing. For example, it says that you can use screen.getByText C projects, but it will work with just it works with just and React testing library. I don't think it works. The query works on Cypress. And there are lots of utilities. For example, you can check all of utilities for selecting an input or everything here. For example, you can select a component by role, and also lots of other stuff. And I think there are here. For example, find by placeholder, find by text, find by label text, find by display value. There are lots of options to select any component or any tag or stuff like that. Any other questions?
Thank you, Alireza. It's great.
Okay.
Thanks, Alireza. It was very fun.
Thank you.
And
Not finishing
Yeah.
yet, guys. You know, let him finish it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to roadmap. I think the best way for us to get our hands dirty is to start simply by writing unit and integration tests for our new components. For example, when we start working on notification, we can write our tests for notification simultaneously when we are writing our app. So I think it's the easy way because writing tests for starting with writing tests for our old components is a little bit difficult. After we finish our notification page, we can write our E2E tests to have a better have more confidence. And for long term, I think we should add the flow for our CI/CD. Cypress provides a great dashboard, but I think it's kind of too soon for us to integrate with it because we doesn't have a clear understanding of how things work properly behind the scene. So I think after some testing, we can implement CI flow, and it has a great dashboard for seeing the results of our tests and other stuff.
We cannot use a GitHub action for testing. So, running terminal.
Let me find the link. I think it's on my chat with Cherik. Let's find it. We can integrate it with our GitHub actions. It will be like this. Let me find it.
I didn't, I probably missed some details. You said that we need this for testing on cloud.
Yeah, it's something like Vercel.
Yeah.
How Vercel handle the deployments. It has a bot that we add to the GitHub, and it add the result of the test to OPRs. I think
Cherik,
something like.
do you have the link we talked about when we integrate it with GitHub? I couldn't find it. The link with the picture of the implementation.
Let me find it.
Sorry, guys. We can skip it, but it's very good. Thank you. I have a just very key question. My intention as a product manager is that we can have test coverage, auto test coverage, our code more than 70%. How what's the plan? What should we do? Can we plan it, and how much? How long do you need to have this coverage?
Okay, I wrote it here, but I missed it. After we get more, we are more confident with it. We can add tests to all of our components that we wrote before. So after that, we can measure the coverage for the whole application, and I don't know how much it will take to write tests for all of our application, because when I was working with it, there was a lot of things unpredicted happens, so I can't predict the time. But after we are more confident with it, we can write tests for all of our components.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
We don't have experience on testing in front end, so adding tests to our components maybe has some problems. For example, I don't have any experience with tests, so writing them for writing the test is necessary to learn it, and I know they have many edge cases, and mocking data or get data from context or something like that is sometimes difficult. So I think it's good to start and writing, but as Aliza told, maybe we can have a estimation for it.
It's totally understandable, but how many days or how much experience do you need to have a confirmation from you to have this coverage? So I think, in my point of view, we even should not start it if we can't finish it. So you can do research and make sure, but I need somebody in the front end team to confirm it that we can deliver it. And we don't want to just invest in a long time period without any results. So you know what I mean? So what should you do? Do you have any idea how when we can make sure that we can do this or not?
Yeah, we should plan for it, and I think start writing tests for each new feature is a start, is a beginning step, and good for us. And after I think about one or two feature, all developers are familiar with writing tests. Then we can assign them to write tests to the older features.
And also, I think we can work with testers. For example, having more test scenarios for our E2E test would be great, because I think testers have a better understanding of how a user can interact with the application, and they can help us with writing our E2E test. And I think the result will be immediate, because when we start writing tests for notification center, and I think it's the first step, and we can make sure that it works correctly and predictably. But we need test scenarios for it.
Okay, so I think that we can start working on the test scenarios. Besides, you can start implementing some components that you think that you get familiar with it. and then we can use bounty board or others, guys outside of the team to increase the coverage. So the plan is for the next week. Do we have any specific issues that we can be committed to deliver until the next Monday?
For testing, I think we don't have any issues because it's just configuration and simple tests for getting started. They are not something special.
Can you start with a specific component and demo it next Monday?
We can write tests for notification.
Yeah, I think it's okay. For example, the notification box is a good component to writing tests, right? Yeah.
Okay, so let's work on it. Can we have a demo on it, because it has been implemented? So you're thinking that writing tests beside implementing the notification bar? That is what you mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so let's start with notification. Well, thank you, Alireza. It was very good research and plan, and I appreciate it that you can hold the flag on it.
Yeah, thank you, Alireza.
Thank you too.
Okay, so let's go for the backend side. Carlos and Mohammed, what's the plan? Do you guys prefer to do the notification center and the Give Power backend design, simultaneously? What do you call it? In parallel, or do you want to, finish this epic and then start another working on it? I don't know the exact, blockers of you. I'm getting a little bit concerned about these two epics.
I think we can start together, because Carlos mostly work on the notification center, and if I don't start the give power, I would be I don't have any specific task if I don't start that. So I think it's better to start give power. But when Carlos needs me for reviewing or for helping him in codes, I can jump to notification center, but after that come back to give power. It's my opinion. What do you think, Carlos?
Yeah, I also share that opinion because I think I'm like 90%. So in reality, I only need some help with some specific small things. So I'll be like asking for your help, Mohammed. But they are not like huge stuff. And so I think, yeah, you can work on. We can work in parallel and together this week mostly. So if you need design, I'll help there. And if I need you, I'll leave you a message. So I think, yeah, we should work parallel.
Okay, so the decision is made, but the front end guy is going to be a little bit blocked by you, Carlos, if you want to do it alone. Because today I want to plan the front end issues, and they can work 1 or 2 days working on the structure of the components, new components, but sooner or later, after 2 days, they need at least 2 services to start. Is it good?
Okay, I was gonna say, like to put a date. Yeah, I also think like 1 or 2 days. So maybe I can do a demo if things go well on Thursday. I don't know what you think. No, Thursday, no, Wednesday. Wednesday. If we can do maybe a demo of the notification center.
Okay. It's work for me, but let me confirm it with the front end guys. Front end guys, I mentioned during the front end chapter And did you see the issues and the designs provided? I just showed it to you before, but I just created issues and.
Yeah, I saw that and I implemented some parts.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just start working on it? Okay, there's 3 issues there. Feel free to assign it, to yourself. I just want to interrupt you guys, and I don't want, it's not my desire to assign it specifically to, hey, Robin, work on this, for example, or hey, Jake. So I just mentioned you here. Please, talk with yourself and assign it. And so Wednesday is good for you guys to use. Use the backend services. So you prefer for backend service of the notification center.
Wednesday?
Yeah, as Carlos said, that it's going to be prepared on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Because we have some UI things that we should implement, and after that we can connect them to the backend, and it's okay. Wednesday is okay.
Okay. Me as a, as also need to.
Sorry, Mike, I can't hear you.
Mo, I can't hear you, Mo.
Yeah.
Mike, please share your screen with. Yeah, it's 60 FPS.
I just disconnect my sharing. I don't know what is happening. Can anyone else help me sharing the screen? Because let me
you
turn off my
can
video
share with less resolution and less frame per.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
let me try.
30 frames per second or 10.
30 with a less resolution. Go live. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. So
Yes.
this notification center, when I click on filter by epic on this issue, and I include the impact graph, this is the issues that showed up. So this one was assigned to Ramin, as I can see. This one is assigned to Sherik, and this one is assigned to Alireza. And for the backend side, this one is still assigned to Mohammed. Mohammed, should I put it in progress or change the assignee?
What is that one? I know that one. I think he did that, which is setting up the project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I put it in the oops, what happened? Select it, pipeline, and done, or UAT. And what about the rest? The rest is still in progress. Can you confirm it, guys?
Yeah, because I'm doing them in parallel. Maybe I didn't do like smaller PRs, so they are all like together. You know.
Okay. So this is the status: 3 issues on the front end and the rest for the back end. And we can start integrating the front end with the back end on Wednesday, as Carlos said. So this is the plan. Let me just mark all of them with the current sprint tag. This one has already the tags. Set a sprint, the current sprint, and apply the changes. Okay, and I want to jump into this Goerli issues that Meto's taken it. Meto, are you okay with it? You don't have any problem? Blockers?
No, as soon as the backend is ready, I just have to check again all the flow with the donation. And so far, the give economy is fine.
Okay, so do you need me to create another issue for it, or we can go ahead with this one?
I think the same one can work.
Okay. Okay, so you have this task and test environment for subgraphs. I think I had a talk with Amin, and Amin said that because you started just working on subgraph, it's good that you take this. Can you elaborate it more, Amin?
Yes. Actually, it's not something very new, but it's good for someone as a backup to learn how this is working. What was implemented about the previous subgraph was that every time we push new code to develop environment, it deployed redeploy the subgraph on the staging environment, and when it push the code to main branch, it's consequently deployed to the production environment. So as we have moved to another subgraph, the second version, we should have some CI/CD with the help of GitHub Action to whenever we deploy to the development environment, staging subgraphs be redeployed, and with the latest version of code, and then we deploy to main. Consequently, the production subgraphs be redeployed by new code. I don't know whether Matthew, is it clear for you or not, but it should not take much effort and research because we have everything similar on the previous subgraph repo.
Yeah.
Is it clear, Matthew, for you?
Yeah, it's not very clear what's the missing part because I think that at least for Gorley, we are only needing the Angel Bolt and which one?
No, it's not about that. It's about, every time we change the code, we redeploy manually to subgraph, right?
Okay, understand.
It's about having GitHub Action to deploy automatically to subgraph. For mainnet, update to develop branch should be a new deployment to a staging environment, subgraphs. And to the main production will be updated. If you need any more information, feel free to ping me. I can show you GitHub Action of the previous source code, but previous repo. But if for this one, it will be easier because we can have it with single command.
Perfect.
Thank you. So let's go to the give power. Give power boosting. This is my beautiful issues here. And as you can see, the backend issues are still here in the impact graph. Give power boosting database assigned to Mohammed. This is not assigned yet, and this is also not assigned yet. So Mohammed, I think that you are aware of all these things, and what should I do? Do we want to assign it to different people, or we take it all, or do you want to assign it to Amin?
I think I can start them, and if Amin or Carlos could help me, they can take another issue. But I think it's better to keep it assigned to me for now.
Okay, should I tag it with the current sprint, all of them?
Our sprint is 2 weeks or 1 week?
Yeah.
2 weeks
2
is
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So set the sprints. Sorry. It's a sprint. This is sprint. Okay. So we can start the backend. I can see another issue here. This is assigned to it's in progress implements average give power module. You just start working on it?
Yeah, I'm working on it. Actually, today I deployed a new version of the subgraph, but I thought more and I figured out that it lacks some it has some bugs. It doesn't support all edge cases, so I should change the subgraph again. But generally, if you like to know what's happening there in give power design, we're supposed to get a snapshot of users balance every 4 hours. You remember? To calculate the average give power a user had in the last 2 weeks, in last run. And so based on that, we applied the apply its power to multiply the power to percentage and add to the balance of the project to boost it. So that 4-hour snapshot will be too complex to implement and harder to maintain because we should every 4 hours fetch the information from subgraph. If for any reason subgraph was not synced or our connection be broken or we got rate limit or anything like that happen, we will fail. The process will not be complete. Also, having a database design for it, it's another hard thing to do. So I had some idea that we implement we follow the change in the balance of the give power for user and calculating the cumulative give power. You know what I'm saying? The give power multiplied by the seconds that the user had. For instance, if you had 1 day 100 and 2 days 200, we multiply 100 to 1 day seconds and 200 to 2 day seconds and add them as this cumulative. And then we divide all to the second 3 days and we have, okay, on average, you had this amount of give power. It's more precise. It's easier to calculate later. And yeah, the difficulty and maintenance is nothing because subgraph does everything for us. And the difficulty is 1 to 10 now what we supposed to implement. It's about 10% of the difficulty that what we had to implement. Yeah. So today I'm working on this, and if it's successful, I will provide some gist or sample code to how to calculate the average give power, between any 2 times, any 2 period of time for every user. Yeah, that's I supposed to implement by this.
Okay. So for the front end, guys, the design recently changed, and because we don't have Lauren, I just DM him on the Telegram, and confirmation is a little bit tough for the give part. But the decision is made already. But we need some tiny changes. Sorry, I'm waiting for this Figma to load. I'm not sure that we have the final links in these issues yet. So I prefer not to assign it to you. But I'll keep you updated after Mo is back. Mo is back on the Wednesday, I think. Today and tomorrow, Mo is on the vacation, so we can't make it confirmed until he's going to be back. So I just update the links here and assign it to you so you can start. Meanwhile, we can have this backend services ready. So this is for this current epic. I have another agenda that is very important, and according to our roadmap, we have to finalize it. This is this. Sorry, this. Actually needed, and that was the mandatory updates for verified project. Okay, so Carlos, you said that you have a PR ready for it. I know that you're busy, but we're soon have to deliver it because they just started sending emails about the warnings that you need to update your project. So, or
What
cron
was the
job
date?
has. I think
What
the
was the
date
date?
was in the. Let
Like
me just take a
September
look at
10, I think.
September 15, I think.
Okay.
But let me confirm it. Sorry, this is the, I just for looking for roadmap. This, wow,
It's not
where
there.
is it? Yeah, I think that it's our old roadmap. Product roadmap. No, it's not here, sorry. The roadmap by, I think this one. 15th. I think 15th. 15th of October, we have to deliver it. The time for, changing their status, I think a month before we have to do it. So I just want to make sure that you know all the details about what Ashley is looking for. I don't know that you guys need my issues or not, but it's worth to take a look at it. I think that we can discuss it in a separate meeting and make it very, very clear to you, and just want to make sure that your PR can cover all the requirements. What do you think?
Okay. I think it doesn't cover like the multiple emails that it's sending and a few things, but I think like the base is there. So yeah, we could start from my PR and add all the changes.
One thing is segments events. Another thing is the let the user know the mandatory updates. And I think this is add information to the verification form. So this is related to the verification form. That's not related to
Okay.
you. This is the mandatory update change the verified batch to revoke. I think your PR will kind of solve this issue only. So you're not working
Yeah.
with the segments events, or you're working with the segments event.
I don't remember. I have to check. I think I sent a segment update, but not those four. Like I sent one at 30 days, but I have to change it to these new specs.
Metal, are you familiar with the events in the segments? Can you take this one?
Not completely familiar with all of them, but I can figure some of them and also ask Mitch if he's here. But I think they all left to Burning Man. But yeah, like I can take a look.
Because Carlos, I think, need a hand on it, and also you can have a talk with the Ashley during the day. I think it's good for you to take it because also Carlos and you're the same time zone. I know that you're in the Burning Man, but
Yeah.
you can just take a look at the Epic and getting more
Mhm.
familiar. I also I just told Ashley that you're gonna work on it because she prefers that you start it. So So if you don't mind, I can just ping you here, or I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
assign it, and I'll talk to Ashley about it.
very good. So this one is also for verification. I just assign it to. For verification, who should I assign it to? Sherik, Alireza, or Ramin? Does it make any sense? Yeah, for verification, we need a layer change on some of these steps. Very tiny.
Maybe Alireza, I think.
Yes, you can
Okay.
assign it to me.
Thank
you. Take a look.
And for this mandatory updates, I think Carlos is on it. It's on the V2 sorry man, but I just assign it to you to have a clue that you can also, add your PR
Okay.
to this issue. And I think it's in progress, almost done. I don't know, code review. I'll put it in progress. And for this one, verify your project, single project owner view. We only have to change the project owner view of the single project. So I think that's maybe Mato also can work on this. Just assign it to you, Mato.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you want, we can have a meeting about it to discuss it. So everything is clear because the specs are here. Actually just drop anything down, and it's very clear. Also, one issue is closed, that is mandatory updates. So we can just start it. If you just start working on it, please tag this current sprint on the issues. And I think that we don't have any more time to discuss about details on other issues, but my intentions are met. All of you had issue work, and our goal is that we can finish the backend of the verification first version, backend of the notification first version on Wednesday, finalizing the Give Power backend services, front end. All of you had task, test, notification centers, and the issues that I assigned to you. And I think we are all set. Do you have any questions, comments?
No.
Thank you, guys.
Let's work.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Let's work.
Thank you, guys.
Have
Thank
a
you,
good
Mo.
day, guys.
Hey, guys.
Have fun and see you soon. Goodbye.
See you
Goodbye.
soon. Bye.
Bye.